I want to preface this by saying I have nothing but respect for the people that I'm using as examples in this video. I'm not trying to be a dick or step on their toes. What I have seen is just the tip of the iceberg of their training, so really I really can't say for sure what's causing these issues, but I am using them as examples because I think it's a very plausible example for what I'm trying to teach. And so thank you to them for having great channels, and I will make sure to link everything. And thanks for watching, and I hope this helps some people. Peace. Enjoy the video. All right, welcome to part 5. Today we're going to go over the differences and the pros and cons versus hook grip versus mixed grip. And the number one con is that it is more difficult to learn than mixed grip. I don't think it's difficult to learn if you have the right teacher or someone who knows what they're doing and someone who knows how to apply hook grip to powerlifting, which I have yet to see anyone besides me do this. So kudos to me, I guess. The point is, I made all of these mistakes over and over again, and rather be satisfied with the results that I was getting, I tried new things and I kept learning and I kept thinking about this, and now you have the product that I have today, and I'm trying to help you guys not go through the same growing pains that I went through. So the number one problem with hook grip is learning it. Number two is it's painful. Even with correct hook grip technique, it's still going to be a little bit painful, but it will be a lot less painful, and you will save your calluses and your thumb injuries a lot more than you would if you weren't using my technique. The other issue, which I don't know if it's even fair to include this, but I'm going to because it did happen to me, is I developed the yips. It was for a number of causes. One of them was hook grip and the subconscious knowledge that I was going to pull on the bar and my hands were going to hurt. The other thing was changing my grip forced me to relearn a new ritual, a new setup ritual, which obviously after years of lifting, that's not something that's easy to do. The other issue was I was trying to get my setup perfect and I didn't want to hurt my back because I was going through back problems. Hook grip will fix a lot of your back problems, but it's not a cure-all. You're still going to lift heavy weights, you're still going to put your body through the ringer, and it's still going to hurt every now and again. And here is my penultimate of top of the mountain, best, most yips moment right here with 535, not a heavy weight, just trying to get set up, trying to figure out how I want to pull. You can see my hook grip is pretty poorly set up. I can't even decide on what part of the floor I want to stand on. So, I mean, this is kind of a low moment, and since it's gotten a lot better, but it's still never going to be perfect, you know, it's always a battle for me. But anyways, those are the two downfalls of hook grip. Alright, now we're going to get into the pros of hook grip, which are the opposite of all the cons of mixed grip. This first gentleman is U.S. Air Force Derek McGee, lifting at Super Training Gym. He's going to demonstrate uneven pulling and helicoptering. We're going to begin with uneven pulling because that is the root of all evil when it comes to injuries and all the problems that you're going to get from pulling mixed grip. And the reason why uneven pulling even happens with mixed grip is because your wrists do not attach to the middle of your arm. Your arm does not attach to the middle of your wrist or your hand. However that works. So when you flip one of your hands over, now your arm is a different length. Here we've got Brett Gibbs for a very easy triple, and you will notice that he is pulling uneven. This is an even heavy weight for him, and it's still uneven. And so that's going to get more pronounced with the heavier the weight that gets for him. And now the reason why that's a problem even is because you're putting too much stress on one side of your body. So you're constantly, technically what you're doing is you're training that side of your body more than you're training the other side of your body. And in no situation would that be acceptable. The other thing is your entire life they taught you to lift with your legs in a non-twisting motion. So you're deadlifting with your back with a twisting motion with mixed grip. It's just a fact of life. So I think that's kind of ironic and not very awesome of us as powerlifters. This young lady was on the feed, so I threw her in here demonstrating what we're talking about. It looks like she actually tries to correct it by putting one of her hands a little bit further out than the other one, which is the correct adjustment for mixed grip if you're trying to fix that. Now, I said 9 tenths out of 10, the under grip is the lower hand, but this gentleman is proving that wrong. He is the 1 out of 10. And the kids in the background having fun. And so with that, now we're going to get into helicoptering, and I'll let Pete Rubish go ahead and explain that now.
First attempt here. And what happens is on the right side, that's my underhand. My hand wants to turn in and that wrist rotation causes the bar to kick out in front of me, and is what causes the miss right above my knees. You can see on the left side it's in close, it's getting there, but the right side is drifting away.
So there you have it, described by Pete Rubish, the legend himself. Basically, your underhand pushes the bar away from your body, and that causes the pull to be a lot less efficient, which takes weight off the bar that you can lift. Uneven pulling is also less efficient, so it's going to cause you to take weight off the bar. Uneven pulling also is generally going to be more likely to cause injuries, but then once again, so would helicoptering. Now, in this video, you're going to see he helicopters on both of these attempts. It's to a lot less degree, though, and if you don't know what you're looking for, you probably wouldn't even notice it. And you're going to see it be a lot more pronounced here on the side views, and a lot of these things that we're talking about, they're not like major red flags, like huge flashing lights. It's just subtle little things that when you know what you're looking for, you see it. And over time, all these little things adds up to both create more injuries, take weight off the bar, and just not be as optimal as you can be. So with that, we'll see you for the next part. Okay, that brings us to muscle imbalances. If you take a look at Pete Rubish's back here, you'll see he has quite a muscle imbalance there from his always going right under. And now in a vacuum, you're probably thinking, who gives a crap? I'm a powerlifter, not a bodybuilder. Sure, that's fine, but having muscle imbalances are themselves a form of injury. And not only that, but it will affect your other lifts. When you try and lay down on a bench, you're not going to be balanced left to right. You put the squat bar on your back, you're not going to be balanced left to right. These muscle balances are going to cause strength imbalances as well. And one of my buddies was having problems with one of his with benching, because one of his lats would go down further and he could tuck it in differently, and he actually had scoliosis as well. Well, and so he was benching crooked as well as being unbalanced, and we got him on hook grip, and his scoliosis is getting much better. His bench path is getting much better. And so you see here actually Pete Rubish working up to them. He's also learning hook grip now. So if Pete Rubish can learn hook grip, you can learn hook grip. But anyways, that's muscle imbalances, quick, obvious. And now we go on to, well, it's interesting now. Okay, I briefly touched on strength imbalances and improper range of motions from learned motor patterns a couple seconds ago, but now here this is Kiger's strength. These two deadlift sessions are probably within a week of each other. They're pretty much back-to-back posts on his social media. And here you see he is with doing however many reps with whatever weight this is, mixed grip, right hand under, and he has always used right hand under, and he has stated that he had debilitating right SI joint pain. And as you can see, his right hand under is always under. That right side is always lower, which would cause more stress to be placed on that side. And right there was 405, and you could already see him leaning. He's using straps. There's no reason for that to be happening unless this is a muscle imbalance or an improper learned motor pattern. And it's going to get really pronounced here with the 585. And so I don't think it's a stretch to say that uneven pulling consistently over and over again has caused these issues. I also don't think it's a stretch to say that these improper motor patterns and muscle imbalances can cause hip shift in the squat. And hip shifts brings us to Brandon Allen. Kiger has never mentioned hip shift, but Brandon Allen has. And if you notice, once again, it's subtle, but he is coming up a little bit uneven. He always uses right hand under, which is traditionally the lower side. And so this, I do think, could be a possible cause of hip shift in the squat. Obviously, a lot of things can cause hip shift in the squat. I personally got it when I injured my knee. I would favor my other side, and then even that created muscle imbalances. But so that is what it is. Possibly. I mean, that possibly could be it. And once again, we're seeing the tip of the iceberg of these guys' training, of all their training. I'm a really big fan of all these guys, so I doubt they'll ever see these videos to be mad at me over it. Not like I'll ever meet them either. But don't want them to block me from their channel either, because I really enjoy their videos. Anyways, this has been it. I hope this helps some people, and I hope this gets taken the right way. And peace.